Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be teaching how to make this shrug. I got the inspiration from Pinterest. It's not my original pattern and it's really gorgeous. If you're new here, please subscribe to my channel. It is totally free. Hey guys, I really love my nails. This is like a press-on nails and I did it myself, so I'm super excited about it. But let's get into this tutorial because I'm sure that's why you guys are here, not my nails. Sorry, pardon me. So for this bolero, we have the body and we have the sleeves. So for the body, it's made up of 9 rows. Now, please note, you can decide to tweak this to how you like it or how you want your spacings to be. But for this tutorial purpose, I decided to recreate the top so that it looks like what is on the thumbnail. So I decided to make my chain spaces look like what is on the thumbnail. So mind you, this bolero top is made up of mesh stitches and chain 5 spaces, and we're going to be doing our increases in the chain 5 space. So if you're trying to tweak this and maybe make your spaces lesser or make it larger, be conscious of the fact that you're going to be increasing in them and you don't want it to be too small for your size and you don't want it to be too large for your size. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah. And another thing is, if you are, let's say, a size extra large, because I think this is going to fit a small to large because it's really stretchy. I'm a large and this fits me perfectly, but I think I'm going to be working with a 6mm hook for this project because I used a 5.5mm hook and it was a bit tight. It really came out as it would on the picture, because if you check the picture, it's tight on the lady wearing it. But for my own comfort, I would want, if I was to make this again, I would make this with a 6mm hook. So if you're a size extra large or extra large, you can decide to add more chains to your foundation stitch, or instead you would use a thicker yarn or a larger hook. You get? So you can decide to use a 6mm hook like I would use now, or you can decide to use a 7mm hook and chain loosely, and this pattern will still suit you very well. So if you're a size small, extra small and medium, I would advise you use a 5.5mm hook. But if you're a size large, I think you can use a 5.5, but it's going to feel a bit too tight for you. So I would advise you use a 6mm hook. Whew. I hope I explained this very well. But if I didn't explain this well or you didn't understand what I just said, I'm just going to leave like a written instruction in the next slide. So we'll be getting into the main tutorial. So guys, for this tutorial, I'll be making use of this 2 light yarn to achieve a decay yarn. You can make use of any yarn of your choice, but I think if you want your shrug to come out looking like the picture, a decay yarn is perfect for the project for you. But if you have like a thicker yarn or a lighter yarn, you can as well use it for your shrug. Just make sure that you're working with your measurements so it doesn't come out smaller or comes out bigger. Thank you. Okay guys, for this tutorial, we'll start by making a chain of 8 to 4. This should be long enough to fit around your neck. So one thing to note is that you should chain loosely so that your work does not come out looking extremely tight. 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, my chains are pretty loose, so when you're chaining your 84 chains, make sure that you're chaining loosely. So guys, I am done with my 84 chains. This measures 22.5 inches. So it's very important to note that when you're chaining, your chain should size or amount should equal a multiple of 4. If not, you're going to have issues in your first row. So the next step is to attach both of the sides together. So this part is really tricky. To avoid making mistakes and having your work twists by the time you're done with your row 1, it's best for you to straighten your work. So this is how I do mine. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I think I made this a bit crooked. Yeah, but I can fix it. So as you can see now, they both look alike, but they both have the V shape angle. So the next step now is to insert your hook in the first chain after your slip knot. Let me zoom in a bit closer. So insert your hook and place a slip knot. This is how you place a slip knot. Yarn over, pull up a loop, pull this loop through this chain and pull it through this loop you had earlier on your hook. So you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Please note that this first 3 chains counts as a double crochet and this last chain counts as a chain 1. So you're going to yarn over and place in that same stitch, place a double crochet, chain 1, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in the next chain place a double crochet. Please make sure you're doing this loosely as well, so your work will stretch out evenly on your body. So chain 1 and place another double crochet in the same chain space. So you're going to chain 1, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one, that's the next chain, place a double crochet. Chain 1, skip place a double crochet, that's the 2nd one in that same chain. So you're going to chain 1 and repeat. Skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and place a double crochet in the 4th chain. Chain 1 and place another double crochet in that same chain. So chain 1. You're going to repeat this process till we get to the end of the row. So I'm already at the end of the row. By the time we get to the end of the row, we should be left with 3 extra chains after placing the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. So we should have 3 extra chains. So the next thing to do is to chain 1 and make a slip stitch. Remember I told you guys earlier that this 4 chains we made here, the first 3 chains count as a double crochet and 4th chain counts as a chain 1 space. So we're going to place a slip stitch in the third chain. And that's it for row 1. Real quick here, a little reminder. You know, I said this work is made up of mesh stitches and chain 5 space. So this next row, for row 2, we're going to be doing mesh stitches and chain 5 space. Remember, you can tweak your mesh stitches, like for instance in row 1 I'm going to be making 3 mesh stitches, chain 5 space, 3 mesh stitches and chain 5 space. So you can decide to do 5 and chain 5 space if that is what you want. Do you get? But just make sure that you have enough spaces that will be sufficient for you to increase so that this sits well on your body. So for row 2 we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this first 3 chains count as a double crochet and this counts as a chain 1. So yarn over, skip this chain 1 space and place a double crochet in this next stitch. Chain 1, skip this chain 1 space, place a double crochet in the next stitch, and the next stitch should be a double crochet stitch. Now we have a total of 3 mesh stitches. That's 1, 2, 3. So we're going to chain 5. Please remember to chain loosely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to skip 5 stitches. That is, this chain 1, that's 1, double crochet 2, chain 1, 3, double crochet 4, this chain 1. So from here to here we have 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to place a double crochet on the next stitch. That's the 6th stitch from the hook. This double crochet is going to count as 1 mesh stitch. So chain 1, skip this space and place a double crochet. Now we have 2, chain 1, skip this chain space and place a double crochet. So we have 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Remember, this counts as our first mesh stitch. So we're going to chain 1, skip this chain space and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip this chain space and place a double crochet in the next stitch. So we have 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place a double crochet in the next stitch. So in case you don't get this, let's just say you're going to skip chain 1, a double crochet, chain 1, a double crochet. Just skip 2 mesh stitches and place in the 3rd mesh stitch. But if you count it from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you would have 5 stitches. But in case you don't want to waste your time counting, you can just skip 2 mesh stitches and place in the 3rd stitch. So we're going to chain 1, skip this and place a double crochet in here. Chain 1, skip this chain space and place a double crochet in here. then chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So based on how I worked mine from my notes here, I made 3 mesh stitches, 5 chain spaces. I did this 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So, and I've chained 5. So the next thing now we're going to do is to skip 5 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a double crochet in the next stitch. So instead of making 3 mesh stitches like we've been doing here, I'm going to do something a bit different, because this is going to be, I think this is going to be the corner of my work. I'm going to place 4 mesh stitches instead. Chain 1, skip and place a double crochet like we've been doing. So I have 4 mesh stitches. Then after making this, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go back to making 3 mesh stitches and a chain 5. So skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, skip and place another double crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a double crochet in the next stitch. We'll make 3 mesh stitches. Then chain 5. Skip 5 stitches. 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a double crochet in the next stitch. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, and place a double crochet in the last stitch. So we're not going to place any stitch in this because this is the chain 1 space. So the next thing now is to chain 1 and place a slip stitch in the 3rd chain of our starting chain, like we did earlier. And that's all for row 2. So for row 3, I think row 3 is kind of really easy. You're just going to chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, 3 is your DC and this is your chain. Then you're going to turn your work. Yeah, I think I forgot to give that instruction for the second row. You're going to turn your work like this, then yarn over and place a double crochet skip this chain space and place a double crochet like we've been doing. So for this row, you're just going to be placing a DC, that's a double crochet, and a chain 1 till you get to the end of the row. Then when you get to your chain spaces, you're going to place 3 double crochets, that's 3 mesh stitches. Make a double crochet, chain 1, place another double crochet in that chain space, chain 1, then a double crochet, chain 1, and that's 3. Then you're going to proceed to place 1 double crochet, chain 1 till you get to the next chain space. Chain 1. So we are now at the next chain space. You're going to do the same thing you did here. You're going to place a double crochet, chain 1 3 times, a double crochet, and a third one. Then go ahead and place double crochets in the next stitch. So you're going to do this till you get to the end of the row. I'll meet you guys at the end of the row. So I'm almost at the end of row 3. I'm just going to chain 1, then I'm going to place 3 mesh stitches in here. Chain 1, double crochet, yarn over, chain 1. This is going to be my last double crochet, and chain 1 and place a slip stitch in the starting chain. And that is it for row 3. When you look at your project, you should notice that this is already increasing, because this third row we increased by placing an extra double crochet and chain 1 in each of the chain spaces. So that is what I meant by saying that we are going to be increasing in the chain space. That is why it's very, very important for you to place number of chain spaces that would make your work fit on your body. So I would really advise that you use mine, because mine is tested and trusted and has a similar look to the one on the picture. But if you're trying to customize yours, be careful to not place lesser chains than the one you will need. So for row 4, you're going to chain a total of 8 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Turn your work. Now, mind you, these 8 chains consist of a double crochet, that's the first 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. And the remaining 5 chains is going to be our 5 chain space. So we're going to skip 5 stitches as usual, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and place a double crochet in the first stitch. So that's gonna count as our first mesh stitch. Then we're going to make 3 extra mesh stitches. So we have 4. This is the first one we made, then 3 extra, making it 4. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet. We're going to go ahead and make 4 match stitches. This one, chain 1, sorry, so this is 4. Then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So note this is the second 4 match stitch that we've made. Based on the note I have here, we ought to have 3 4 match stitches and chain 5 spaces. So we're going to make the third one. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet. Chain 1. This is our first match stitch, remember. Then go ahead and make 4 extra. 3 extra. So this is 4. Then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we now have 3 4 match stitches, chain 5, 4 match stitches, chain 5, 4 match stitches, chain 5. So we're going to now do 5 match stitches. So skip 5 stitches and place double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So you're going to go ahead and chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches as usual and place a double crochet in the next stitch. So you're going to go back to making 4 match stitches and chain 5 space. So get to the end of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 2. That's 5 stitches. Then chain 5. Make sure you're chaining loosely. Skip this and place a double crochet. So just repeat those 4 mesh stitches and chain 5 till we get to the end of the row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then skip 5 stitches. So we are almost at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and place 4 match stitches. This is the third one. And there's the fourth one, the fourth and final EDC, chain 1, and remember I said this counts as EDC and chain 5 space. So in the third, we're going to place a slip stitch. And that's it for row 4. For row 5, we're just going to do the same thing that we did in row 3. So chain 4, turn your work, place a double crochet in the next stitch. So you're just going to keep placing double crochets, chain 1, and when you get to this chain space here, you're going to do what we did in row 3. So we're going to place double crochet, chain 1 3 times. This is your increase row. Chain 1, then proceed to make match stitches till you get to another chain space. So you're going to place double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1 in the chain space. So you're going to place 3 match stitches. So just repeat this process till you get to the end of the row. So guys, I'm almost at the end of row 5. So just gonna chain 1 and place 3 match stitches in this chain space here. And chain 1 and place a slip stitch in the third chain. So that's it for row 5. So for row 6, we're going to chain 4 as usual, turn our work, and make extra 11 match stitches because this counts as 1. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We count, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're supposed to have 12 in total. 11 and 12. So chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. So we're going to make 12 match stitches. This is already 1, so go ahead and make 11 more. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is the 12th match stitch. Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So this is 12. We're going to chain 5. I already have one here, so 4 extra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next. So for this now, you're going to chain and make a total of 13 match stitches. This already counts as 1, so we're going to make 12 extra. 2, 3, 4. Remember to work loosely. 5, but not too loosely that your work now comes out looking extra big or wonky. I don't know if that's the right word. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Remember, we're supposed to have 13 at the end. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches as usual and place a double crochet. So this time around, we're going to go back to making 12 match stitches. So I think that's the 12th. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The last 12. We're now going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches as usual and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1 and we're already at the end, so we're just going to place a slip stitch in the end, in the third stitch. So sorry. So that is it for row 6. For row 7, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work. Remember, this counts as a match stitch, so you're going to make 8 extra, making it a total of 9 match stitches. So double crochet, chain 1. Remember, in your chain 5 space, you're going to increase by placing 3 match stitches. So that's 4. I'm counting them together, and this is the 5th. So we're going to place 4 extra match stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. So altogether we have 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you're going to chain 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches as usual and place a double crochet in the next stitch. So we're going to go ahead and make a total of 15 match stitches. This is the first one as usual, so we're going to chain 1 and make 14 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, place 3 match stitches in your chain 5 space. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is going to be the 15th stitch. So I already have my 15 match stitches done. So I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to make a total of 14 match stitches. This is counts as 1, so we're going to make 13 extra. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are at this chain space. Remember to increase. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14. So we have 14 match stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 match stitches. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep 5 stitches. Place a double crochet in the nest. So we're going to go ahead and make 12 match stitches. We already have 1, so 11 extra. 2, 3, 4. This increase. 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 12 match stitches. So we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the nest. So we're going to make match stitches till we get to, sorry, I forgot to chain 1. Match stitches till we get to the end of the row. I think that's like 4 extra match stitches. Chain 1 and make a slip stitch. So that's the end of row 7. For row 8, we're going to chain 4 as usual. Turn your work and make 9 extra match stitches. That's going to make it a total of 10. This is the 4th one. 5. Remember, you're going to increase here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 10 match stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 match stitches. So we're going to chain 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. So now we're going to make a total of 13 match stitches. So we already have 1, so we're going to make 12 extra. 2, 3, 4, 13. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's 13 match stitch. You're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches as usual. Place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. So now you're going to make a total of 5 match stitches. We already have 1, so go ahead and make 14 extra. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have a total of 15 match stitch. Chain 5. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1. Now we're going to do a total of 7 match stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then chain 5, skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet in the next stitch. Chain 1, we're going to place 14 match stitches. Thirteen, 14. Sorry, I realized that we're supposed to make 13 match stitches, so I ended up making the 14th in the first double crochet stitch. Now connect your work with slip stitch. Forgot to chain 1. That is it for row 8. So after this row, you're going to place this on your body and see if it can comfortably fit on your body. So you would determine if you're still going to increase in the last row. So let me show you guys what I mean. Okay guys, I think the first thing I'm going to show you is how your foundation stitch should sit around your neck. Note that when you're done, like when you put your sleeves, this is how it's going to stretch out on its own. So when you make a foundation stitch, just make it wide enough for it to fit round your neck like this. Then when you get to your row 8 and your work doesn't stay on your body like this without you stressing or stretching it, then increase in row 9. And if it's okay on your body, you should now place just 2 mesh stitches in your chain space for row 9. But if it isn't okay on your body yet, you should increase in row 9. And yeah, for me this works. I don't need to increase. So when you're comfortable with how your body of your shrug is looking, I can do this now in row 8 because it's sitting pretty on my body. But if you have to still increase in row 9, then you do this when you've gotten to row 9. So just get a stitch marker and mark where you want your sleeves to start from. I think I will do that close to my arm here. Then you place a stitch marker here and maybe get someone to do the same for your back. I've already done this project before, so I don't need to do that. I have how many stitches I need for my sleeves written down already. So thank you. Let's get back to the tutorial. This is how my work looks after row 8. I told you guys I'm not going to be increasing in row 9 because it fits my body perfectly. So for row 9, you're going to chain 4 as you normally would, turn your work, and you're going to be placing a total of 31 match stitches. This is 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, sorry. So when you get to this chain space here, if your shrug doesn't fit well on your body and you still need to increase, you're going to be placing 3 mesh stitches. But if your shrug is comfortable on your body already, you're going to go in with 2 mesh stitches. Chain 1. Then continue till you get to 31. So guys, I've done my 31 match stitch. So the next thing to do is to chain 5 like you normally would, and skip 5 stitches, make a double crochet. So we're going to do 31 more match stitches. So I already made 31 chains. I'm left with 2 match stitches. So I'm going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and slip stitch into the 3rd chain, and that's it for row 9. You're going to chain 1 and cut. So the next step is to count how many stitches you have. I have a total of 66 stitches. Then place this on your body. Then put a stitch marker for where you want your sleeves to begin. I know mine because I've done that before. The next thing to do is to make sure that you have the same amount of stitches for both sleeves. So when you, let's say you have 16 for your right, make sure you have 16 for this part, and make sure your front panel, that's the remaining part of your shrug that doesn't have a sleeve attached to it, is the same with the one in the back. So based on my measurements, I have a total of 18 match stitches. I think that equals 36 stitches for the main body of the work, and 15 match stitches. That equals a total of 30 stitches. Yeah, that's counting your double crochet and chain for my sleeves. So I'm going to show you how I make the sleeves. Okay, so you're going to take your yarn like this and go through this, chain one. You're going to be hiding this later, and this won't count as a chain one. But if you want to be so sure that this won't come off, I suggest you tie this end together like this, like twice or thrice. So this measures 4 inches. This is like half of the sleeve, so this measures a total of 8 inches. My arm measures like around my arm. Just go around your arm with your tape like this, where your sleeves will start. So just go around it like this. It measures 12 inches. So I need to chain an extra chain that measures up to 4 inches. If you want yours to be a bit tighter, you can chain like, for me, instead of chaining 4 inches, I would chain 3.5 inches, because this is still going to stretch out. So you can decrease 0.5 inch from the total number of inches that you require for your sleeves. So now let's chain. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me check how this measures. Okay, 10 gives me a total of 3.5 inches. So I'm going to attach this to the other side of my work. I use this yarn as a stitch marker to indicate where my sleeve is supposed to stop. We're going to attach this with a slip stitch. I don't know if this is clear enough. Maybe I should zoom in. So chain a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn your work. Now you're going to be working on these chains. Skip 1 and place a single crochet in the nest. Skip 1 stitch, place a single crochet, place a double crochet in the next, sorry. Skip one stitch and place a double crochet in the next. Skip one stitch, place a double crochet in the next. Skip one stitch and place a double crochet in the next. So I like to do something here so I don't have my work doesn't come out looking wonky. I'm going to place another double crochet on top of this double crochet stitch that I attached to my yarn earlier. But if you want to avoid this, when you're making your chains, make sure that your chains amount to an odd number. So like here that I did 10, if I want to avoid this situation, I would just chain 11 instead. So you're going to continue this like you normally would for your match stitches. So chain 1. So for your sleeves, you're going to be placing chain 5 spaces randomly to create this pattern. So I think I would want to place my chain 5 space here. You can see. So you can do this, you don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. So you can decide to place your chain 5 space here, but I'm placing it here because I already have this chain 5 space and I don't want them clustered together. So let me just go further a bit and chain 5. Chain 5, skip 5 stitches like you normally would and place your double crochet. So mind you, since we're making our sleeves, we are not going to be increasing in our chain 5 spaces. We are only going to increase in every 4th row. I'm going to explain that well soon. So now for this is our first row. Note I only place 2 match stitches. Then at the end, I'm not going to place anything here. I'm just going to place a slip stitch in here. So chain 1, chain 4, turn your work and place mesh stitches around till you get to where you want to. You feel like you can place your chain 5 space. Mind you, you don't need to do exactly what I'm doing, just have fun with it. This is going to be my second row. So I'm in my chain space from the previous row. I'm just going to place 2 match stitches. See, 1, 2. And chain 1 and place so I think okay, I don't think I want to place my chain 5 here because I have this. So I think I want to make them like this side. Oh, sorry. This video is already lengthy, so I'm just going to explain the sleeves briefly to you guys. I don't want it to be extremely lengthy. So I placed my um so I already did my five chains. I'm going to skip 5 stitches and place a double crochet, chain one, and place your slip stitch. So we're going to be doing the third row now. Remember, you're going to place 2 in here because we're not increasing. Then continue placing mesh stitches till you get to the parts where you feel like you want to make your chain 5 space. I think I want to place mine here. So for this, just play with it. If you want yours clustered, make yours clustered. If you want yours scattered around, make yours scattered. Now we are at row 4. Now we're going to make row 4. Row 4 is where this is going to get a little bit tricky. So we're going to increase in every 4th row. So we've done 3 rows. The 4th one now, we're going to make an increase. Then you make 3 more rows like you did now without increase. Then in the 4th one, you make an increase. And this is for people that want to have a bell sleeve like this. But if you don't want to have a bell sleeve, just keep on working this without increases. Now this is what I mean. Let me show you with this one that I made. So I made 1, 2, 3 without increases. Then in the 4th, I increased. Then I made 1, 2, 3 without increases, and in the 4th, I increased. So like this, when you make 1, 2, 3 rows, in the 4th one you increase. You make 1, 2, 3. That's after the 4th one. Then you increase in the 4th. Then you make 1, 2, 3 without increasing. Then increase in the 4th. That is how you get this bell sleeve. I'm not going to show you guys the complete tutorial for this because this video is already too lengthy. My knees are hurting, my back is aching, so it's really easy. Doing it, making a full tutorial for the sleeves is going to come off a little bit repetitive. So I'm going to show you guys how I increase in the 4th row. So for 4th row, you're going to chain 4, turn your work, and place your mesh stitch around till you get to your chain 5 space. That's where you're going to be increasing. I think I want to place mind you, in your fourth row, you're still going to make this chain 5 pattern on it. So you're still going to chain 5, 1 2 3 4 5, and skip 5 stitches. Place your double crochet, then work your way till you get to your chain 5 from the previous row. So I am at the chain 5 from my previous row. In here, you're going to place 3 mesh stitches like we did for the body. That's what I mean by increasing. You're going to only increase in this mesh stitch, then continue like you normally would. And place your slip stitch. So guys, I think this is where I'm going to end this tutorial. I'm still going to explain this again. After making this fourth row, you're going to go ahead and make 3 more rows without increasing. Then after the third row, you increase in the fourth row. So you just go ahead making 3 rows without increasing, then increasing in the fourth. 3 rows without increasing, then increasing in the fourth. It's really simple. This video is already lengthy. Then when you're done with this, I made a total of 45 rows for mine, and I think that gave me a total of 28 inches for the arm, because I wanted mine to be really long. So you can tweak that to your own measurement. So when you're done, you just go ahead and make another sleeve the way you did this. So hey guys, thank you so much. It was really a pleasure teaching you guys this tutorial, and I want to see pictures of your work. Please, I would like you guys to connect with me on my social media platform and give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.